I saw How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version that came out in 2025. This is Carly Tatiana Panza, and you are listening to the Sacred Storytelling Podcast. If this is your first time here, please check out some other episodes, subscribe to the channel, leave me a review. Even if this is your millionth time here, leave me a review, subscribe, like, comment, engage. It means so much to me. It makes such a difference for other people finding the channel when you do that. So, How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake, I guess you could say. I don't know. Is it a remake? Is it a reboot? That came out in 2025. So I finally watched the original How to Train Your Dragon animated film a couple days before I saw it. And I had heard such good things. So many people in my life, the moment that it came out was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I know that it was nominated for the Best Animated Feature Oscar. So I'm really, really glad that I finally saw that. You can check out the review to the original How to Train Your Dragon, the 2010 film that was animated, in the episode right before this one. But we're talking about the live action one in this episode. So I'm going to give you the gist, and then I'm going to warn you before I go into spoilers if you want to pause it or stop if you still want to see the movie. But I'm going to give you the gist, kind of if I think you should see the movie or not, and you'll kind of be able to decide for yourself from there. I liked the OG film much better. I thought it was way more moving. I think that I think it lost a little bit of its charm with the live action element of it. It didn't really yes and the original film. If that makes sense. Usually if I'm going to see something that is a remake, or reboot, I want it to be a little bit different. But, studios are terrified. People are terrified of anything new. It's pretty much a shot for shot, line for line, pretty much the exact same film, except live action. So I'm really, really glad that I saw the original first. So if you haven't seen the original, I would definitely highly recommend you watching the original animated film before you see the live action film. And my husband made this really good point. He was talking about, there's this book called Understanding Comics, and because I was telling him, I was like, I got so much more moved watching the animated film than I did watching the live action one. And he was sharing with me in the Understanding comic books how it talks about, because animated films are so often, they're fantastical, so often they show things that don't exist. Your mind kind of fills in the blanks, and it has you connect with it almost on like a deeper level. Obviously, I haven't read the book, so I can't fully give you the exact details of what he means, but it made sense to me when he said it. Here's the thing though. I loved the original. I enjoyed this live action one, mainly just because it's feel good, and man, do we need some feel good stuff right now because of what's happening in the world. And I honestly think it's worth it just to see the dragon riding shots in this film. And if you can see it in IMAX, because all of those scenes were filmed for IMAX, with IMAX cameras. And that's literally the main reason that I saw it. And those were breathtaking. You can see those in the trailer. So now I'm going to get into a little bit of the spoilers and the specifics. So if you don't want anything ruined for you, then you should stop listening now. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I thought the side characters, the side friend characters, were not as good as they were in the original animated film. I've already said that I thought the original animated film was better. So, mainly, like, the original animated film was literally roughly 1.5 hours, and this was 2 hours and 8 minutes. And part of me was like, if you're going to do a shot-for-shot remake, like, what is it that you're possibly adding that's making it so long? Like, I didn't think it needed to be that long. I think they probably could have cut 30 minutes off, like maybe at least 15, 20. But I looking back, I think they probably really hammed up a lot of the dragon riding shots because, like, why wouldn't you in this? But even then, a lot of them were like shot for shot. So I don't know. I'm just like reflecting to myself, like, what on earth took so much longer. But whatever. I thought it was so great that Gerard Butler got to come back. Good for him. He's got his like buffer, chunkier old dad bod now. And he voiced the original father, so I thought it was great. I actually liked the main actor kid of this live action one more than I liked the voiceover in the original. The voiceover in the original almost felt like they were playing at, like, I'm this really nerdy character. And the thing that was cool about the live action is that he just was that. It was just part of his essence and he wasn't playing at it, so I enjoyed that more. I loved the, side friend character of the dad that is the Hot Fuzz guy that replaced basically Craig Ferguson. I thought he looked pretty much spot on and perfect for this one. But anywho, I did enjoy it, but you should definitely see the original first. It is, the original made me cry. The original is just so good. I love Toothless. I want a dragon of my own to train. Anywho, if you enjoyed this review, please please subscribe, please leave me a review, and please share this podcast with other movie buffs and other people who just like going to the movies.